Yesterday's dreams can become starlight that illuminates the road ahead.
Initiating route clearance.
Welcome.
Initiating route clearance.
Gotta find a way to turn these towards.
Enjoying a meal during office hours?
I'm a prodigy who can cry in 5 seconds.
Train my squad.
May I ask, will you be dining with us or just stopping by for drinks?
Initiating route clearance.
Look.
Initiating route clearance.
I need a meeting.
Shuttle ST-971 will depart soon. Passengers headed for the Trade Agreement Plaza, please prepare for...
Hi there. Tickets to the Lodestar Tower.
Mr. Lighthouse, are you heading up too? Are you on another important mission?
Just a routine patrol. Escorting these friends here while I'm at it. Duty calls.
I knew it! With you around, Lodestar Tower is in good hands. Here are your tickets! And thank you again for what you did on that sightseeing boat, for saving my child.
Don't sweat it. I was just doing my job. All right, we've got the tickets. Let's move.
Initiating route clearance.
Here. Let's go, guys. All right, everyone, grab a spot and hold on tight. This little hover saucer is gonna coast along the tow track for a bit. Skylight's open. Nice view, eh?
Even the most spectacular views get old when you have to stare at them every single day.
Authentication complete. Lodestar Tower.
Hold on tight. Once we're through this tunnel, we'll be there.
Is Mr. Lighthouse really escorting us all the way inside?
Sorry, but I'm the one with the special clearance. I've got to deliver you VIPs safely to your destination. My mission isn't complete until then. I'm usually just flying around up there, so this is my first time riding an everyday commuter shuttle. If you folks aren't gonna check.
Oh, it looks like a needle from the outside. But once you're inside, it's actually massive.
You're looking at least 100,000 people buzzing in and out of here on any given day.
Initiating.
Great idea. I've been sick of these bluffing monitors for ages. Don't sweat it. They can't touch you. At most, they'll just angrily bill the damages to the Strategic Investment Department. Listen up, you! Eyeball freaks! I've got a special transit pass right here. Code 54266. I don't care if you can understand me, but here's a free piece of advice. Alright, my mission ends here. What was it you guys were planning to do next?
Madam Jade said she set up an office for us.
And just go say hi to the receptionist and drop Madam Jade's name. Assuming none of the bigwigs decide to trip you up again, of course. Good luck out there. I've got a patrol to get back to.
See ya, Mr. Lighthouse.
For malfunction reports, please proceed to Zone D. For visitor pre-registration, please submit the online form and expect a processing time of at least 3 business days. For lost items, please contact security at extension 114.
Hi there. We are guests of Madam Jade from the Strategic Investment Department. She said an office was reserved for us.
Understood. One moment, please. Guests of Madam Jade. Ah, here it is. Zone G892, temporary office. Access code... According to the system, access to that office was temporarily locked by the Marketing Development Department for emergency debugging just moments ago. Lifting the lock requires authorization from a department head or higher. I'm afraid coordinating this might take some time. Let me check. 24 system hours.
24 system hours? We don't even have 4 hours left!
That's the IPC for you. A textbook example of petty office politics.
But this is just ridiculous! A petty turf war over an office is going to indirectly destroy the future of an entire world!
Looks like we'll just have to ask Jade to assign us another.
We're out of time. We went through a lot to get here, and I'm not letting them stop us now. Let's try this instead. Employee ID IPC MDD GL3 1545. Name Beatrice Melanine. Affiliated with the Marketing Development Department, Cosmic Big Lotto Division, Level 3 Project Consultant. My access permissions should still be dormant. I'd like to activate them.
Beatrice... Melanine? Oh, wait, are you the big lotto girl?
That's goddess to you, the Lotto Goddess. Listen up, Rookie. Citing Article 7 of the Emergency Internal Resource Allocation Regulations, during periods of cross-departmental collaboration, employees of Level 3 or higher from the originating department may apply to elevate their temporary venue coordination priority to the maximum. Now, type it in and give it another try.
Clause verified. Temporary system authorization granted. Force unlocking access to Office B703. Please wait. All set. Here is your temporary access pass, valid for 24 system hours. Welcome back, Miss Melanine?
24 system hours, whew, more than enough. What are you all standing around for? Let's go.
What just happened? Are you really Beatrice Melanine? No way!
It's just one of the many gigs I've worked, hardly worth mentioning.
But...
I know you have a lot of questions, but the hallway isn't exactly the best place to chat, is it? This way! B703, right? Back at my old stomping grounds. I know this place like...
this elevator's taking forever! How many floors does this place even have?
Lodestar Tower tops out at 6,622 floors. I'll never understand why they built it so ridiculously high. B703! This should be it! Oh, come... Finally, a place to catch our breath. So, you two, should we kick things off with a pre-battle briefing? Or would you rather get those burning questions off your chests?
Before we begin, I have a question. From the day we met, your identity has changed constantly. President of Robobocom, an employee at Perlux, a deadline-dodging comic artist. And now, you're the IPC's lotto goddess? So, Miss Nihilux, who are you, really?
Before I answer that, I need to ask you two one thing. You're willing to trust me, right?
Well, you seem like a good person, I guess. But if you don't give us some straight answers, he and I are gonna have a hard time trusting someone who's always keeping secrets.
The nice guy card. March. That's the highest praise I've ever received. It's fine. A trusting heart is magic. Since you're willing to trust me, I'll stop hiding things from you. I do juggle quite a few identities, and I'll admit, I don't exactly look like the most reliable person. But every single version of me is 100% genuine. I'm just glad these identities have allowed me to help my friends out when they're in a pinch. Little Raccoon, there's, something I need to get off my chest. I think it's time I told you.
Boss! Evil boss. Mr. Sunday tipped us off that there's some explosive news to cover, so we came without a moment's delay.
Explosive news?
No, it's nothing. Let's save my story for later. Once I start talking, I'll just ramble on, and we don't have that kind of time. Let's focus on the life or death situation in plain Arcadia first.
Sunday and I have an idea on how to get an audience with Arita.
Uh-huh. So, you want to blow the plain Arcadia Husk crisis wide open, using public outcry to corner the pro-weaponization faction! Even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined Bobo Weekly would one day expand into interstellar reporting! So what are we waiting for? Let's drop this bombshell on every reader in Astropolis right now!
Of all exclusives! The bombshell of all bombshells!
Beep boop! Are we really gonna publish something like, IPC higher-ups want to turn a planet into a weapon? What if Furbos get stuffed into a courier box tomorrow and tossed into a black hole?
Listen up, little dummies! If we don't hurry and get this massive scoop out, our newsroom in plain Arcadia is gonna get eaten by monsters and dumped into a black hole anyway. Remember the journalism principles I taught you? Don't write the news like some bone-dry fact-finding report. The headline has to be sensational and intimately connected to our readers' everyday lives.
Shocking! Secret meeting of IPC execs. Save the planet or turn it into the ultimate weapon. Like this?
Exactly. But the point isn't to expose the conspiracy. It's to shove the danger right in our readers' faces. They need to know that after plain Arcadia falls, the world they live in will face the exact same threat.
Subtitle:
Exclusive insider report. Astral Express tells all. A greater shadow looms over Astropolis. I got it! We can also add a poll question to the article like, do you support in-canvas rescue or weapon modification? Maximum interactivity!
Nice. Aside from our little Furbo's over-the-top clickbaity articles, we'll also need you to step in front of the camera for a few shots to boost the story's credibility. We'll aim to infect every social and news platform in Astropolis in record time with this news, just like the anti-organic equation did.
Leave it to us Furbos for the freedom of press. And to keep our home from turning into a giant firecracker!
The news is out! The Furbos blew their entire marketing budget buying up prime ad space and sponsored trends across all platforms. Now, all we have to do is wait for it to gain traction.
We only have 3 system hours left. If we fail to make it before then...
All right, my friends, let's not stare anxiously at the clock. This is the home of interastral peace entertainment, after all. 1 system hour is more than enough for a message to burn from a tiny spark into a raging wildfire.
Given the endless roadblocks we've faced so far, I'm having a hard time relaxing. Do you think the IPC's PR risk department will immediately take action and silence us?
Miss March, please don't say another word, because I think you just jinxed us!
Huh? That fast? Beep boop! Aberrant data detected! The initial click and share metrics across all major platforms are skyrocketing! But none of the related discussion topics made it onto the trending lists. It's like hitting an invisible wall! The IPC is definitely pulling the strings!
What? Giving into despair already? Did you forget? Astropolis is home to more than just IPC employees, and not every employee is a puppet dancing on the IPC strings. Algorithms and push notifications are crucial, sure, but when everybody's safety and the safety of the entire universe is at stake, it's not just the algorithms alone that determine how the news spreads. At the end of the day, the ultimate medium through which information spreads is still people. Terrified whispers, burning curiosity, the desire for the truth. These will all run rampant in break rooms, cafeterias, and on commuter trains, all through the oldest and most effective method there is, word of mouth. The IPC can bury trending searches and throttle notifications, but they can't wipe every private message, nor can they stop people from wondering what if in the back of their minds. All we have to do is make sure this first spark is bright and true. And the little Furbos have already nailed that part.
So, what do we do next?
That is a question the IPC itself must answer. The fire has been lit. Putting it out is their problem. I guess the most dignified and foolproof approach would be to come straight to the source of the information and propose a partnership. See? What did I tell you?
Esteemed Trailblazers, Miss March 7th. Hello there, it's me, your old pal, Albert. The higher-ups have seen the bombshell news you just dropped. Well, they're taking it seriously, of course. Extremely seriously. They've decided to set up a special last-minute interview session just for you at the Panorama Hall inside Lodestar Tower.
They want to hear all about the situation in Plain Arcadia firsthand, along with your demands. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity! IPC higher-ups and even business reps from other star systems will all be there. You get to speak directly to the most influential audience around. Yours truly is also all set to conduct an exclusive interview with you afterwards. You will show, right?
Leaving already?
No time to waste. I need to move, now.
Good luck.
The panorama hall should be around here somewhere. So many screens.
Welcome, Trailblazer. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Yannick, assistant to the International Peace Corporation's Board of Directors and one of the hosts of the Pan-Cosmic Trade Summit. The news you posted on your personal media account has caused a massive uproar across all of Astropolis. I've been commissioned by the board to arrange a special discussion panel. I'd like to invite you to speak your mind without reserve.
I have to speak to all these people at once?
There's no need to be nervous. Most of them are only here to listen. Everyone's closely following developments in Plain Arcadia and the Veracity Husk. Your testimony will help them understand, and it will factor into any potential re-evaluation of the board's position. If you're ready, please, follow me to the central platform. Please try to capture people's attention and make the most of it.
Today's meeting agenda is...
No.
Everyone please quiet down. A messenger from Plain Arcadia, nameless of the Astral Express, is here. At present, aside from Zazad and Diamond, who are absent due to scheduling conflicts and other unforeseen circumstances, the heads of all 7 IPC departments have remotely connected to the Pan-Cosmic Trade Summit venue. According to the pre-meeting briefing, our agenda today is an inquiry and statement of position regarding the Plain Arcadia Husk crisis.
Don't panic. Seize this chance to get your demands across to these IPC executives. I am sure you have all seen the news regarding the situation. I swear on the honor of the Astral Express that everything I say is the truth. I am here to deliver a plea on behalf of everyone still fighting in Plain Arcadia. I seek to invoke the power of the preservation to encanvas Plain Arcadia once more, buying us more time against the Husk's breakthrough. I hope the executives holding voting rights will consider the future of Plain Arcadia, as well as the worlds of all the envoys present here today.
Is it true? Did they just get the Husk?
Are they serious?
Let's start with this. The Husk has been sealed within Plain Arcadia for over a millennium. Why did it suddenly spiral out of control?
The Phantasmoon Moon Games held in plain Arcadia are in fact a ceremony designed by the Eon of Elation to suppress the husk. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts to stop him, Lord Ravager Asat Pramad managed to disrupt the ceremony.
I understand you're anxious, but I think you're being alarmist. You're telling me that in 12 hours, the constellation star zone, where plain Arcadia is located, will be wiped out? Do you have any proof to back up your claim?
I am not an expert on Leviathans. My conclusion is based on the calculations of Madame Pearl from the Strategic Investment Department. As the administrator of Plain Arcadia, her conclusion should be reliable.
Unfortunately, neither of you are experts. Let me be clear. The veracity has been dead for a very, very long time. By your own account, Plain Arcadia is nothing more than one fragment of its corpse. The Technology Department's assessment has concluded that the IPC's cutting-edge technology is more than capable of controlling the activities of these eonic remains. Perhaps even turning them into our most powerful weapon. As for the people there, they're collateral damage. You can't do business without taking any loss.
Mr. Taravan, what are you saying? If you adopt the Technology Department's proposal, wouldn't you be abandoning Madame Pearl, along with all the survivors? Isn't Plain Arcadia part of the IPC's trade network? What happened to the spirit of preservation the IPC preaches? You've just told every trade ambassador in this room that the IPC's protections and treaties are worthless the moment disaster strikes. Esteemed ambassadors, I ask you, when the next disaster descends upon your worlds, can you trust this person standing before you to help?
Don't bother with the theatrics. Of course they don't trust me. Or should they? They're here for business. They're here to sell their manpower, resources, and technology. They're here to trade their planet's blood for sky-high amounts of money. Every world that joins the trade network bears its own risks. The swarm, the anti-organic equation, the Borising. Sure, the IPC provides some support to its allies, but the IPC isn't your spoon-feeding, diaper-changing nanny.
What is Mr. Taravan saying?
What is he talking about?
That's quite enough, Taravan. You've made it all the way to Board Director, yet you seem to have more professional discretion back when you were hauling materials for the Building Material Logistics Department. Feeling amused? Oh, you lot are pathetic. Weaponizing the husk is the most effective, technologically sound solution to the crisis right now, bar none. Representative of the Astral Express, you should be well aware that the Strategic Investment Department's proposal has one fatal flaw. And canvassing Plain Arcadia merely hits the pause button on the crisis. It doesn't end it. When the seal completely fails, not even shattering all 10 cornerstones would buy the 10 Stonehearts a single second of breathing room. How do the Strategic Investment Department and the Express plan to respond when that happens?
Alternative plan or no, I have to ask. Is there really zero risk in turning an eon's fragments into a weapon?
Risk? Of course there's a risk, but it comes down to probability. You don't expect me to explain the technical details right here, do you?
Yes, it comes down to probability. You may think that a chance buried several decimal places deep is effectively zero. But have you ever faced an enemy that can truly manipulate probability? I have. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod. He can make guaranteed hits miss their mark and turn a 1 in a million disaster into an absolute certainty. You think the risks are under control, but against him or another higher being like him, that's nothing but an ignorant delusion. You certainly can turn a blind eye to the odds and hit that weaponized button. But when that probability turns around and devours you, will you be ready for it?
Fair enough. I've heard all I need to know regarding the Plain Arcadia issue.
So it seems Mr. Position is canvassing the proposal for Plain Arcadia?
I support the in-canvas plan, and that's that.
Finally have an answer.
That's settled. Goodness.
Too bad Zazad and Diamond didn't show up. That was exhilarating.
I'm guessing they already knew how this discussion was going to end.
Congratulations on getting your wish, Mr. Trailblazer. The discussion was quite lengthy. Let's take a break.
We actually convinced Mr. Arita? I thought it'd take a lot more work.
I understand. In certain moments, a matter of life and death can carry the exact same weight as a speck of dust. Until the dust settles, people are bound to feel a lingering sense of unease. But the truth is, you've been fighting for the right cause, and you've succeeded in moving it forward. Hey, remember your old friend, Albert? He's been following the summit from start to finish. Perhaps during the break, you could head over to the Keeping Up with Star Rail studio and update the audience on the results of the discussion.
True. I promised Albert I'd record a segment after the summit.
The court of public opinion is a battlefield, and seizing the initiative is crucial. Keeping Up with Star Rail reaches an audience far beyond Astropolis. It broadcasts to the entire cosmos. It's a prime opportunity to make your voice heard and leverage media influence to pressure the IPC's decision-making process. This ring platform we're now standing on branches out in 3 directions, leading to different functional zones within the Lodestar Tower. The Keeping Up with Star Rail studio is right over there. If you'd like to head over, simply operate this rotary dial and the path will open right up for you.
Guess we'll have to table this for next time.
They might need to be careful about the optics because of Pearl, from what I heard.
Before I head out, I should tell March and the others the good news. Better not keep them worrying. I can take a breather. Next up, Albert's interview. Here we are. Seems like there's nobody around.
Are you the Trailblazer? Hi! Looks like the summit talks have wrapped. Here for the Keeping Up with Star Rail interview? Oh, right. The host should be here soon. Tell you what, why don't you take a seat in the studio before the interview starts? See that control panel over there? Just give it a press and the studio will automatically rise up.
This must be the Keeping Up with Star Rail studio, right? Just how many show studios do they have in this place?
Whoa! It's great to meet you, Trailblazer. I'll be filling in as the host for this episode of Keep Up with Star Rail. You can call me Little Albert.
Albert isn't coming?
Well, since you broke that massive scoop, he's got a ton of big shots to interview. Tight schedule, heavy workload. You understand, right? Right? And, why don't we go ahead and start recording? He, nameless of the Astral Express, the hero who saved Amphoros.
Huh?
And now, for the crisis-ridden plane Arcadia. He braved Astropolis, delivering an impassioned speech at a star-studded pan-cosmic trade summit. How will his voice influence the direction of this summit? What destiny awaits Planet Arcadia? Dear audience, please welcome today's guest on Keep Up with Star Rail! First question. Just what kind of impact did the Veracity's husk make on Planet Arcadia? I heard the Strategic Investment Department did massive reconstruction work there. Does that mean all their investments went right down the drain? You make a great point. Whatever's going on over there, at least one thing's clear. Retirement-related investments have definitely gone down the drain. Why do you ask? Well, an apocalypse obviously tanks everyone's life expectancy, so healthcare brands have absolutely no future.
Seriously? What are you doing? You need to take this seriously.
In my hosting experience, a whole show without a single laugh is a complete train wreck.
We're talking about the existential crisis of an entire world. This isn't keeping up with Star Rail style at all. Would Albert really hand over the hosting gig to a bird like you? Tell me, who sent you?
Miss Nihilux! Good news! He just sent us a message. Old Mr. Arita has been won over. He's going to vote for Canvas.
Isn't this all a little too easy?
Was that a bad thing? Oh, come on, don't be like me. I really don't want to play the Jinx anymore.
All right then, March. Congratulations! Furbos!
You scared this Furbo half to death. evil boss, don't just start screaming!
My little Dumbos! Get online right now and pull the search volume for the keywords Summit, Astral Express, and Plain Arcadia.
Huh? Well, what for?
In my experience working at the IPC, you can never be too careful. They invited Little Raccoon to present his case at the summit. Even if they don't publicly announce the voting results, they can't stop curious outsiders from driving up the search volume for related info.
Beep boop! These keywords are showing absolutely zero search fluctuations! The search volume is so low, it's sad.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Right, let me check the scheduled meetings for today. Look at this! Today's reservation record for the Panorama Hall says, closed all day for internal equipment maintenance.
What do you mean, closed all day? Isn't he supposed to have an interview there? Ah, I see.
You've got some nerve, Oswaldo, to pull such cheap stunts before a magician.
Magic?
Yeah, an elaborate high-budget display of commercial magic. Its goal isn't to solve the problem, but to buy time. Using a highly convincing executive debate to stall our protagonist, tricking him into thinking hope is just around the corner so he'll quiet down and wait for the outcome.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! I was starting to think this little performance would drag on boringly until the end of the world.
You old creep. You knew?
Watching smart people walk step by step into a huge glaring trap is way more fun than pure destruction. So, how much time do you have left to write a slightly less embarrassing ending for this farce? An hour? Or only the relentless countdown to detonation?
I need to message him right away. Miss Nyaa Lux, where are you going? I'm coming with you.
No, March, you stay put. The marketing development department might be keeping a close eye on anyone going in or out of this room right now. I'm not part of the express crew, so I won't draw as much attention. Besides, I've got Beatrice Melanine's ID card here, so slipping in and out will be easier for me. Huh. Right. Mr. Asad Pramod, since you enjoy being a spectator so much, why don't you step onto the stage yourself? See firsthand how this farce you indirectly started goes completely off the rails.
You don't look so good all of a sudden. Are you tired?
You all teamed up to play me like a fool.
Uh-oh! Mission's a bust! I've gotta stall him for as long as I can. Or I'll end up like Mr. Albert! I heard he regretted making that call. He wanted to contact you. So, the security guards locked him up in one of the studios. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything. I'm just a lowly grunt in the marketing development department. They promised me a promotion and a raise if I could keep you here. Actually, neither of us is going anywhere. They've locked down the entire studio, and the corridor leading to the panorama hall. The doors won't open for anyone until the scheduled time.
Fine. They went through all the trouble to set this up. I might as well grace the stage and crash the show.
Don't come any closer. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm so sorry. I knew they were just using me to gain your trust, but how stupid that go? I'm a spineless chicken.
They locked the doors. Do you know another way out of here?
Truly knows the way. There's an express lane for clocking out right in the corner of the studio. Found it. I'll give you 2 passcodes. Punch them in, follow the path, and you'll be able to bypass the lockdown and come right behind the panorama hall. Hurry up and go. Don't worry about me. I can break out of this cage on my own.
Take care of yourself. What the heck is this big donut? Gravity seems to shift around this circle. I wonder what'll happen if I jump into another bubble. Is this the hall from earlier?
Calling protagonist! Calling protagonist!
Miss Nyalax, what are you doing here?
I'll grant you access to all the doors locked. Let's meet up in the next room.
How did you do that? The IPC security is a joke. A cheap but effective trick. What is this place?
Holy eons! Who the heck let him out? Were we supposed to stall him for at least 1 system hour? What happened to the door locks?
Let me check the access logs. The locks were overridden. Who did this?
That'd be me. I did it. Someone gifted me a tiny data slice. Said it'd take care of a lot of headaches. Stellaron Hunter Tech. Pretty impressive, huh?
Are you a Stellaron Hunter?
Oh, no. I'm your colleague, Beatrice Melanine. Haven't you heard of me?
Melanine? Isn't that name from almost 50 years ago?
Enough chit-chat! Call security, now!
Are we going up against a nameless? Aren't they partners with the Strategic Investment Department?
Quit yapping! You have one job. Follow orders and open fire!
That's a wrap for your show. Now it's my turn to take the stage.
Hold your horses, protagonist. It's not your time to shine just yet. These small fries aren't this time. Let someone with a big appetite gobble them up.
What the heck is that?
Hello. Please support the IPC. Oh, for the Amber Lord.
Of my way! Get lost!
Help! The Nameless has gone crazy!
Slack off once in a while. It's good for your health. All right, that takes care of that. As satisfying as it was fighting our way through them, the problem we're trying to solve still remains. You know, those fakes in the meeting were a bunch of nobodies with zero actual pull. Oswaldo, the mastermind behind this whole farce, is still hiding comfortably behind the scenes with no intention of showing his face. We can't let him or any of those other high and mighty executives keep stalling us endlessly.
Got any bright ideas, Miss Nihilux?
I notice you've been holding on to a pretty dangerous trophy. Forgive me for taking the liberty, but I brought it along.
Oh, what do you need me to do? Slaughter them all? Or bankrupt them?
Just look at this! The severed head of a Lord Ravager, and it still talks. I guarantee you, shoving this in their faces will shock them through and through, more than some distant husk breaking its seal ever will.
I like this idea.
The executives all logged off early, huh? With them out of the way, the mission's basically complete. What happens next depends on how long the fake host can keep him distracted.
Now, off the record, don't you folks think I'd be a pretty convincing Taravan, too? When it comes to being a gourmand, I could give the real Mr. Taravan a run for his money.
All right, zip it. If word of this gets out, you'll be packing your bags by tomorrow morning.
But Mr. Yannick promised us whatever is said during this summit won't reach a single ear outside the Panorama Hall.
Oh yeah? Are they really that confident?
Yannick? You sneaky little Bart turd! Point every single camera at me right now! I know you have the clearance. I want my face broadcasted to every single screen in Astropolis!
Mister, please, don't get so worked up.
I tried to present my case calmly and peacefully, but all I got in return was mockery and humiliation. If the news of Plain Arcadia's impending destruction is too far removed from your daily lives to pique your interest, then how about this? The severed head of a Lord Ravager. Every time it rolls, it brings incalculable variables and trials to an entire world. Care to test your luck? Will disaster befall you? Or every single one of you?
Oh, I've heard. The crew of the Astral Express are all honorable, righteous, nameless. You wouldn't do such a thing. Would you? Even if you do resort to violence, Astropolis has its own superhero. I've already signaled Lighthouse. He'll be here to save us any second now.
Pathetic. It seems you neither comprehend the power of a Lord Ravager, nor know how to treat a true hero with the dignity they deserve.
What? A true hero doesn't hold a bomb and threaten to blow the entire place sky high.
It's a real shame. This time I've received a top priority directive. Eliminate the threat to the venue at all costs. I know I'm no match for you, but this is my duty, and the sole reason I wear this power armor. I have to maintain the peace in Astropolis, because I am the honorary security officer, Lighthouse!
Peace? Since when has Astropolis ever known peace? I once heard a rather amusing joke. The preservation is nothing but a facade. Kapoth fell from grace ages ago, and the IPC is actually a faction of the veracity. But seeing it for myself today, it turns out it wasn't such a joke after all. There is a Leviathan of the veracity slumbering right beneath Astropolis, too.
What kind of nonsense is that thing spouting?
Okay, it's okay. Don't panic. It is impossible for a Lord Ravager to breach Astropolis. Do it, Lighthouse! Take them all down!
All Lighthouse units, assemble!
You people have truly pushed me to my limit. Listen, my warnings are falling on deaf ears.
Dragons soaring above the lands! This is permanent!
We are the Trailblazers!
Light up the cosmic night!
Heard the call. Trinity is
is before me.
Trust me, we can do anything!
For distant horizons!
Are you ready to face the risks?
That will do.
Huh? Mr. Arita wishes to speak with you two.
What an absolutely spectacular show, Yannick.
Mr. Kenneth?
Trailblazer Madam Nilux. Or perhaps I should call you Madam Beatrice Melanine. I am here to welcome you both with the utmost respect. Please follow me to the elevator. We are heading to the Sky Call area. That is Mr. Arita's private residence. It is secure and quiet. It is there that he will decide the future of Plain Arcadia. I completely understand your anger and distrust. Were our positions reversed, my reaction would likely be far more explosive. Everyone involved in this charade will face the severest of punishments, I assure you. Please allow me to solemnly clarify. I swear upon the Amber Lord, the upcoming meeting has no prearranged script. Father is already aware of the commotion here, and wishes to meet with you both.
So we really did have to tear down the stage and blow the roof off just to get the boss's attention. Lead the way, Mr. Butler.
Please follow me.
Where are we?
The entrance to the Cloud Peak Sky Call area. Nice view, isn't it? From up here, all of Astropolis is laid bare, stripped of its secrets. Not many are privileged enough to enjoy such a view. In the entire IPC, only 7 individuals hold this honor.
Make that 9. I'm here too, even if I am just riding your coattails.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The guest or the main course? Most people don't know which category they fall into until the moment they reach the table. If you would both step onto the platform, should you experience a touch of vertigo, please don't be alarmed.